land to the chief agitator. And it is almost time for relays. We need to clear the area behind the starting blocks. We'll be presenting awards for relays in about 1 minute. And right now, getting ready to present awards for the 200 medley relay from last night. And right now this warm-up pool is closed. Competition pool is closed. The warm-up pool down by the scoreboard is open. Competition course is closed. And we need to clear out the area behind the starting blocks. That's our award staging area. If you're there in the next minute and a half, you're going to get run over. And again, competition course is closed. And ladies and gentlemen, presenting the ladies 200 medley relay, the top 8 teams from last night's final tally. Nova of Virginia getting 8th place, Lane Francis, Abigail Bonham, Maddie Bynum, and Jasper Jones. 7th place going to Long Island Aquatic Club, Una Diaz, Kyra Patton, Sarah Luca, Julia Luca. In 6th place, Edina Swim Club, Adeline Bagler, Kate Pulaski, Faith Lama, and Libby McCarthy. 5th place going to Academy Bullets, Abby Moore, Ruby Esparza, Ariana Nakula, and Paige Cowell. 4th place, Excel Aquatics, Celia Francis, Bryce Wizendry, Zara Kokak, and Marilyn Lewis. The bronze going to NASA Wildcats, Yanya Juliakovic, Grace Corning Song, Addie Corning Song, and Sophia Fredsted. The silver to Nation's Capital, Mackenzie Corey, Lila Wilbur, Haley Edinburgh, and Emma Young. And number 1, the gold going to Nation's Capital, Alyssa Sagel, Maya McCarney, Emma Signa, and Sadie Buckley. Presenting the gentlemen 200 medley relay, the top 8, Nation's Capital in 8th position, Michael Zhao, Luke Dinan, Ryan Southern, and Cole Wordley. In 7th, Nova of Virginia, Joe Warnagaris, Matthew Wolf, Brady Julian, and Aiden Mominovic. In 6th, FMC Aquatics, Pablo Pareja, Max Ferdovsky, Matthew Ferguson and Lachlan Nett. At 5th place, Aqua Jets, Nathan Carr, George Gupfrick, Micah Davis, and Noah Landry. 4th place, going to Nassau Wildcats, Evan Corno, Devin Bone, Ethan Chung, and Rohan Babul. The bronze to the Nassau Wildcats, Vilitsar Filipov, Noah Chen, Teddy O'Donnell, Aiden Kaplan. The silver to New Wave Swim Team, Drew Cito, Parker Van Olst, Matthias Ramel, and Ethan Holloway. And number 1, the nation's capital, Andrew Vanis, Joey Coleman, Tyler Phillips, and Yaron Lee. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And with that, getting ready for our first event this evening, the ladies 200 freestyle are E finalists.
As you can see, welcome to day number 2 of the 2026 NCSA Spring Championships here. This is Sid Cassidy bringing you the second night of coverage with the national anthem. Well, I thought it was. Now we've got the first event this evening is going to be the women's 200 freestyle. You see your E-list entries. I am informed we are indeed going to have the national anthem as soon as the referees come out and give us a high sign. As I said, this is day number 2. We go all the way through Saturday this week, take a few days break, then come back with the age group kids next week. The National Club Swimming Association, NCSA. NCSA was formed more than a quarter century ago as a not-for-profit organization dedicated to running this meet. We run the age group meet. We run the summer meet. It got started from an historical point of view. Back in the 90s, USA Swimming had the leadership tell us that the 18 and under junior nationals would be no more, that our country was becoming complacent, that USA Swimming, especially for the men, the boys, they weren't scoring well enough internationally, and we needed to do away with junior nationals. I was... okay, we talked about that for a while. It got into some heated discussions at the old convention, United States Aquatic Sports. All the sports would come together every fall. Some semblance of that still goes on in Colorado, much different these days. But back in the day, we took it upon ourselves as a committee under the leadership of Coach Bob Gillette. Bob was the most vocal spokesperson, expressing that 18 and unders indeed did need some type of junior championship so that they could continue to progress on to the senior level. And this meet has been an incredible success ever since. You just look down the list of who's who in the record books. You know, I mean, look at the first record tonight. I see Simone Manuel. She's from 2014 when she was swimming in Texas, First Colony. You know, we have Katie Ledecky holding records. You know, we looked at hers. Then we had the 1650, you know, pretty good. I mean, the world record holder came through your age group meet. So I'm very proud to serve on the board here. Our president, Dan Hafner, is doing a great job leading us through this meet. And through the year, this is the second year in a row we will be taking a group of all-stars to London. Basically, top 2 in every event at this meet are getting invited to go to London. All expenses paid by the National Club Swimming Association, because every penny we put into this meet comes back into this meet, and it goes to the kids and running this meet better. Here's our national anthem. Let's do it. All right, time to play some ball here now with the 200 freestyle E-final. You've been staring and studying those names. Sasha Carafin, Long Island in 1. Annabelle Townsend, Marlins of Raleigh is 2. Ariana Cortez Martinez, NCAP, Nation's Capital, is in lane 3. Claire Wilkie, Aqua Jets, in lane 4. Sarah Palinkovic, FMC Aquatic, in 5. Abigail Fromell, Madison Aquatic, in 6. Gabrielle Day, in 7, from Rockville. And Ava Jewell from Waukesha Express out in lane number 8. Okay. Got a little block issue over there. Looks like in lane number 5, maybe. Okay. I guess everybody. Well, looks like they all got off clean. That's good. It's a start. This heat is the E-final, the first of 5 finals in this 200-yard freestyle event. It's what we do in every event. We give all these kids as many opportunities for success as possible. This heat, you have to be 16 and under. Fastest in the heat this morning was Claire Wilkie. That's why she's in lane 4. 151.87 was her morning time. 152.56 was Ava Jewell out in lane 8 to get in. So they were all within 7/10, and Ava was second, 25.2. 25.2 was also Claire. So those two girls were leading at the 50. You see lane 7, Gabrielle Day making a little bit of a move there, and very smooth stroke. Lane number 3 looks strong. That's Cortez Martinez. Ariana first is still Claire. She's 53.3, 53.5. For Ariana next to her in lane 3. Less than 75 yards to go now. And it's still looking like 3 and 4. Ariana and Claire. Lane number 2 is Annabelle. She's in there as well. Annabelle Ariana had the fastest split. She's 28.6. Annabelle was 28.7. Trying to make a move here. And it does look like a very strong finish for Ariana Cortez Martinez from Nation's capital. Oh, she barely touches first. 151.20 with a great finish by Claire Wilkie. Comes on strong and finishes only 4 100ths behind her. Good race for the young girls. Love seeing all that yellow. Personal best, personal best. That's good. Light it up yellow, ladies. The D finals up next. Heat number 2. Jane Garlock, Madison in 1. Elizabeth Bryan, Machine in 2. Una Diaz, Long Island in 3. Katie Dunfeld, Ole Swimming in lane 4. Excel Aquatics has Mary Ellen Lewis in 5. Addie Koenigsong from NASA Wildcat is in lane 6. Alyssa Sagal, Nation's capital, in 7. And Emmy Meyer, Waukesha Express, out there in lane number 8. Very good start over here in lane 2 with Elizabeth Bryan. She got off quick. Out fast in lane 5, maybe lane 5. Yep, that's Mary Ellen Lewis from Excel. Look at lane 7, Alyssa Sagal. She may turn first, but lane 1, Jane Garlock, 24.96. In the bottom of your screen, you can see Jane in 1, Elizabeth in 2. I want to get this party started, get it out there. 8 lengths of the pool freestyle. Lane 7 is Alyssa Sagal, but it's still Elizabeth Bryan in 2. Very fast legs, 52.92. Alyssa's 52.96. Third place currently, Jane is in lane 1. So it's coming down. Final turn at this end, and big legs coming up out of Elizabeth Bryan. She threw down a 27.83, just like a machine. She's from Machine, and she just blasted off at the halfway mark and said, girls, let's go. And so far, nobody's really gone with her. Now there's less than 25 to go. Elizabeth Bryan, Machine Aquatics, very strong to the wall, finishing 149.11 to take the heat second to Alyssa Sagal out in 7, 150.07. And third, Una Diaz, Long Island, 150.08 in lane 3. Now that's some great racing, ladies. There's your winner. Okay. Nice job. Very nice job. A lot of yellow PBs. Up next, Heat 3, the C final. Brantley Patterson, Nova of Virginia, is going to be in lane number 1. Paige Berkey, Greater Toledo, in 2. Claire Herfel, Northern Kentucky Clippers, in lane 3. Jillian Wiersma, H2 Okies, in lane 4. Emily Schneider, Team Greenville, in 5. Long Island has Alex Siegel in lane 6. Bobby Simmons for the Aqua Jets in 7. And lane 8 has Maddie Bynum, Nova of Virginia. There's the start list. These are the girls in the C final. There will be 2 more finals, obviously. In lane 4, Jillian was the top qualifier out of this group. She went 150.67. Maddie in lane 8 went 151.08. So all 8 of these girls within 4.41. Less than a half second separated the field. It looks like they're ready. Not sure. Oh, here comes one of the officials. Had something to do down there. She's smiling, so I guess it's all okay now. 8 lengths of the pool, 200 yards, freestyle. And strong field, as we said. Everybody's 150 point to 151. And look at lane 7 getting out. That's Bobby Simmons, Aqua Jet. She's got jets on to go 25-2-0 on her first 50. Second place is Emily Schneider, 2 lanes over in lane number 5. 25-58. Bobby still with the lead out there in 7. Coming into the 100-yard mark. 52-80 for Simmons. Second now to Maddie Bynum over in lane 8. Lane 7 and 8 were pretty hot last night. It looks like these girls want to keep that trend going. Bobby was 27.60, fastest of everybody on that second 50. And she is still clear water ahead. 120.5 with a 27.7. Nobody else under 28 across the board. She throws another one of those down. She's got a 148. That's a nice drop from a 151. 151. Oh, well, we'll see. See, she's definitely going to win this heat, but she feels them coming. At the touch, it's going to be Bobby Simmons, 148.57. Wow. What a nice drop. Alex Siegel, 149.39 right next to her in lane 6. Third place to Claire Herfel. Oh, yeah. She feels it. Oh, yeah. Bobby's like, boy. You went out and earned that one, Bobby. Congratulations. There's everybody's times. Almost a yellow sweep. Gotta love that. All right, up next, the B final, Mia Eubank in lane number 1. Nova Madison has Bryn Sundell in 2. Faith Lamont, Edina in 3. Stingrays have Sid Johnson in 4. Emery DeGunther, Nova in 5. Megan Bluthman, Oli swimming in 6. Ginger Strickland, Nation's Capital in 7. And Sylvia De La Duca from New Trier Aquatics is out in lane number 8. 149.60 was Sid Johnson, and she is in lane 4. 150.62 was Sylvia in 8. So just 1 second separating the field this morning. Slight lead for Faith Lamont out of Edina. I don't know, I haven't lived up in that part of the world. I like living down here in Florida where it's nice and warm. We've got a little battle going on now. Lane 4 and lane 3 and 5, Emery and Faith. And it looks like Faith still with the lead. She's a 52.56. Second is Emery in lane 5, 52.80. Third to Megan in lane 6, 53.0. Very close with 75 yards to go. And very strong swim right here out of Faith. She's holding on with 50 yards to go. Throws down a 27.76. Nobody else under 27.9. 120.3 is Faith, so she's trying to hold them all off with 25 yards to go. Oh, yeah, she's going to have a good one here, getting to the wall strong. Here comes Bryn Sundell in 2. Don't forget Megan, but it's going to be Faith. She's 148.34. Sundell is second. 140. I'm sorry, it's a tie for second. Megan Bluthman. Megan came back with a 27.88 to tie Bryn. The two of them went 148.87. Very nice. Very nice. I hear the music Mike's playing. Our public address announcer par excellence. Leading the way is young Ella Hafner from Point Aquatics. She's setting a fast pace for them walking out. She's heading over to lane 8. See, these girls want to get to it. They know what's coming up. 200 freestyle. A final, lane number 1, Elise Block. There she is, still listening to her own music. Verona area. 2 is Nola Wildbuser. And she's from the Suburban Seahawks and Coach Charlie Kennedy. Waukesha Express has Ella Antonuski in lane number 3. Top qualifier, lane number 4 from Nation's Capital, Sadie Buckley. She went a 146.92. You see that on your screen this morning. Lane 5 from Long Island, that's Vivian Zangaro. Lane 6, Academy Bullets has Paige Kowal. Man, we got a real heat here. Adina has Adeline Bigler in lane number 7. And as we said, rounding out the field, the youngest one of them all at 15, Ella Hafner from Point Aquatics. Oh, boy. Ella's, she had that great 1650 last night. Definitely, some of these girls, it's tough. Get into these swims. Day 2 in the morning was very cold. I saw Ella talking to her coach, her dad. And she wants to go much faster tonight. They all do. They all want to go faster tonight. Yeah, we'll see. It's a good heat. Going out fast in the middle there. Look at it. Lane number 7 is Adeline Bigler. She's strong. 6 is Paige Kowal. Lane end cap as 24.94 for Sadie Buckley, but it is Adeline out in 7, 24.92. She's strong. Some of these athletes may try to move a little bit at that halfway mark like we've seen going. There's now 3 or 4 girls across. Buckley first with a 51.82. Bigler 52.09. Kowal 52.1. You can see now lane number 4, that's Sadie Buckley trying to pull away a little bit. Lane 6 and 7, Paige and Adeline still having something to say about it. Sadie 27.2 on that 50. Nobody else under 27.4. And she's sitting at 119.0. Another 27 puts her at 26 low. Maybe even a 145. But I think Simone Manuel's 143.00 is looking pretty safe another year. Sadie Buckley first, 145.74 with a 26.7. Outstanding swim on the end. Second to Paige Kowal, 146.80. And third to Vivian Zangaro. There you go. You see them all. All the way across. Good swimming, ladies. I guess from the yellow PBs, it means their personal best of the day, really, because I know some of those times, lifetime, are not PBs. But nonetheless, we move on to the men's 400 IM. I almost said boys, but we know these guys are men. This is 16 lengths of the pool, individual medley. Perhaps the most grueling event on our schedule. You see the boys and men in heat number 1, the E final. I guess they're all 15 and 16. We can still call them boys. Everybody here is 18 and under, so technically young men. We have Jeroen Zhu from Aquajets in 1, Wyatt Davis, Nation's Capital in 2, Landon Quinn, Mountain Valley Aquatics in 3, Aiden Terrazas, Ozaki in 4. A pair of Edina Swim Club members in 5 and 6, Eli Kishish and Josh Heckler. Manu Maher from Nation's Capital in 7, and Drew Hodem, Nova of Virginia in 8. The 16 and under E final. This morning, Aiden in lane 4 was a 3:58.81, and he is your leader after Butterfly with a 53.07. Pretty much everybody out in 53s and 4s. On to the 100 yards of backstroke. This morning, as I said, Aiden was 3:58.8. 4:01.4 is what it took to get into this heat. So everybody was within 3 seconds. Aiden and Landon taking this one out. Landon Quinn showing off some strong backstroke for both those boys. Landon was 29.2, 29.4 for Aiden on that first 50 of back. And it's still going to be Aiden touching first. 151.8 to 152.4. A little bit tighter. Onto the breaststroke leg. Center of the pool is where the race is. You see a lot of these teams, even though this is a non-scoring event, like the E final doesn't score points in the meet, but nonetheless, these kids are thrilled to have a swim at night, and their teammates are down there cheering them on all the way. Landon Quinn with that first 50 of breaststroke takes over the lead, 33.4. Aiden 34.4. So Landon was a full second faster and hoping to maybe open up a little more territory on this back half of the breaststroke, getting into the 100 yards of freestyle that remain. Landon touching first, 3:00.07 with a 34.18. So this morning, Landon final time was 4:00.34. I don't know if he's ever been under or not. It's always a big thing. It's kind of cool when you go under. And well, he's on it now. There's no doubt about it. He's in a good spot. Get this freestyle home. Aiden takes the lead back over by going 26.7 to Landon's 28.6. Both boys are sitting at 3:28 plus, so as long as you get it home under 30, Landon, you're going to be okay. Getting under 4 minutes, man. Come on, finish it up. Aiden looking very strong on his freestyle leg. He's going to touch first. 3:54.46, 3:56.66 for Landon in third, going to Eli with a 3:58.47, just ahead of Josh's 58.79. What a good race, boys. There you go. There's Aiden. His coach is happy. He's a happy boy. Told you I could do that, Coach. I told you I could. Gotta love it. Up next is the D final, heat number 2. Walker Simpson will be in lane 1 for Team Greenville. Huntsville has Christian Wester in 2. Trey Chesney, Jupiter Dragons in 3. Charlie Camplin, Marlins of Raleigh in lane 4. Benjamin Wasotsky, Waukesha Express is in 5. Tyler Coop, Old Dominion in 6. Micah Ognoski, Longhorn in 7. And Liam Condon, Ole Swimming out in lane 8. 400 yards individual medley. 3:57.44 was Camplin. in lane 4 this morning. 3:58.69. Condon out in lane 8. So 1.2 seconds separated the field in the preliminary times. The meet record in this event was set last year by the Highland Hurricanes' Joshua Bay. Josh went 3:42.61. Charlie Camplin's out first, 53.02. Down the bottom of your screen, Walker Simpson right behind him from Team Greenville. Very strong backstroke going down from Benjamin Wysotsky. Waukesha, that red cap, he's 29.4. You got a 29.6 out of Christian Western from Huntsville in lane 2. Look how long he's laying back, grabbing that water. And these two backstrokers are definitely making the most of this leg. Western may even... Yeah, he's going to be just behind. Wysotsky is 28.6 and 28.8. And they're both at 152 plus to lead the field at the halfway mark. Breaststroke, a lot happens. It's the stroke that takes the most time, makes it the most important stroke. Also, it's third, which is a very important place strategically. And if you can nail a good breaststroke 100, and you're in shape, because believe me, all these boys are in shape. They're not swimming the 400 IM if they're not in shape. And you get your freestyle home. Fastest breaststroke, like 34.51 was, 32.49 was Charlie from Marlins of Raleigh. And 32.5 from Trey Chesney from the Jupiter Dolphins. And now look at that, Marlins of Raleigh. See what the breaststroke did for Charlie? There's another 32.3, and he's turning at 2:59 ahead of the whole field. Trey turns at 3:007. And that's what a great breaststroke will do for you IMers. It's not over yet, though. Trey Chesney. Lane number 3, Jupiter Dolphins from the Florida Gold Coast, trying to make his move on the young man from Raleigh. Chesney was a 27.8, 28.2 was Charlie. Nobody else. 27.5 was Walker in lane 1. Got lane 7 over there is Micah, but this is going to come down to Trey and Charlie. And first place, Charlie Camplin, Marlins of Raleigh, 3:55.27. Trey Chesney right behind him, 3:55.34. 26.6 on the end for Trey. Almost. He needed a 26.5. But there you go. Great swims out of these young guys. All right. Heat 3 will be next. That is our C final. The 8 gentlemen racing. Lane 1, Leopold Nuret, Nation's capital. J.D. Chen from Nova. You see everybody's name right there. J.D. in lane 2, the red cap. They're in the pool now. Rafa Fontana, Nation's capital in lane 3. Patrick O'Connor, Academy Bullets in lane 4. Tyler Kaminsky, Nation's capital in lane 5. Thomas Lathrop, Greater Toledo, lane 6. Trevor Donnelly, Rockville, Montgomery in 7. And Jack Michelli, Nation's capital, lane 8. Very fast for Rafa. In lane 3, the 15-year-old's 24.5 on his first 50. It's a long race, though. 100 yards. So that's the length of a football field of each of the competitive strokes, right, without stopping in between. So think of that lining up the 4 football fields end to end. It's a long way. Butterfly legs over, and it is Rafa Fontana, 52.38. Tyler Kaminsky right behind him at 52.88. Was texting with his Aunt Ruth last night. She was a great swimmer. There were just so many Kaminskys out of that whole area up there. And now it's cousins and nieces and nephews. Just a real blessing. Seminoles, Spartans, lots of Kaminskys. Lane number 4 is Patrick O'Connor. He's from Academy. His backstroke legs looking pretty good. He went a 29.4 on his first 50. Nobody else under 30. So that is going to put him in the lead. Yep, he's just ahead of Rafa. They both went 29.2 on their second one, 151.7 for Patrick and 151.8 at the halfway mark for Rafa. And again, the all-telling breaststroke leg. This is where so much happens in the individual medley. Moving strong in the center of the pool. Both Rafa and Patrick. Fontana goes 33.4. See a 32.8 over there for Thomas Lathrop in lane 6. It's a very strong move he's making. Lane 7, 33.5 for Trevor Donnelly. Going into the freestyle leg, though, there's little doubt Rafa's going to have the lead. Way over in 7, though, man. Strong move for Donnelly. Rafa goes a 34.3, Donnelly 34.0, Kaminsky 34.4, and Lathrop 33.5. So these guys all move that second 50 pretty strong. But it's still Rafa Fontana from Nation's capital with 50 yards to go. He's 28.0. 27.8 for O'Connor, but he needs more than that. 7.4 for Kaminsky, but he's all the way back in 5th. Donnelly 7.7. I don't know, boys. It's going to be tough. We'll see. Let's see what you got. Rafa Fontana. Here comes lane 8, Jack Michelli, but it's going to be Rafa at the touch. 3:54.90. I didn't see Michelli's time go. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't lane 8. That was 7. That was Donnelly with the great finish. That was, thank you. Trevor Donnelly, 26.0 on the end to go 3:55.4. Get the second and third does go to Patrick O'Connor with a 3:55.73. Some great racing there, fellas. There you go. Kaminsky with another 55. Look at that. Another, and then Lathrop. We got all those guys 55 and a 56 plus. Pretty exciting as we get into the bigger heats. B for bigger, maybe. This is heat number 4 of 5 heats. The B heat. Lane 1, you'll see in a second. Charlie Hilton from Nova, Virginia. They're in. Nation's capital has Quinn Caputo in lane 2. Evan Gluck, City of Richardson in 3. Northern Kentucky's got Chase Knopf in 4. Dan Giannitis, Academy Bullets in 5. Brady Julian, Nova in 6. FMC has Gabriel Pelinkovic in 7. And Ben Franks from Nova in lane number 8. We said that the meet record here is 3:42.61. These guys were 3:51.5 to 3:55.6. About 4 seconds separating these guys that finished 9th through 16th this morning in the heats. Slight lead there for Chase in lane 4. He's 52.2. So is Quinn in lane number 2. Very smooth through the fly lane. They make a 52 butterfly just look really easy. Like, oh yeah, let's just go out and float. Some elite young athletes here. Some of the best in the nation indeed. Very strong 50 back for Chase Knopf there. 28.6 on his first 50 of backstroke. 29.5 for Quinn Caputo in lane 2. 29.49 for Brady Julie, and everybody else pretty much 30 and over. So these boys are setting the tone. We'll see who's got the breaststroke leg or legs, perhaps. Chase leading the way, 149.02 at the halfway mark. And he went 28.1 on that 50. Quinn was 28.4. Brady was 28.8. Nice, long, strong breaststroke for Chase Knopf from the Northern Kentucky Clippers. Long been known as a top team. Lots of technique work there for sure. Gotta like that breaststroke. Chase 33.8. Dan Ganitis, though, you see him making up lots of room right next to Chase. He went at 32.0 in lane 5. Charlie Hilton was 32.7 down in lane 1, but he's too far back. The breaststrokers here up in the middle gonna give way to the freestyle. Chase touching first. 33.7, 33.5 for Evan. Dan was a 32.3, and he's 57.8, so he's in second there, trying to make it back into the race with his freestyle. These two guys definitely having a good swim this morning. They were 51 and 52. They look like they want to be under that 50 mark tonight. That's without question. Chase still in control. The Northern Kentucky Clipper. Here comes the bullet, Dan Janatis, but it's going to be Chase at the touch, 3:47.89. Dan, 3:48.91. Third to Quinn, 51.82. Everybody's getting a little faster there. That's good. That's what we like to see. There's your winner, the B final. And now, here comes our parade. Hear that music? Oh, Mike's got it cranked up. They're making it around the corner already. That's Kai Joyner leading the way, the 15-year-old, the youngest guy. He set the tempo in the red cap all the way out in front of the parade. And lane number 1 is Max Garbax from Madison Aquatic Club, right here, closest to the bottom of your screen. Academy Bullets has Jack Murphy. He's having a great meet, man. He came out of nowhere in this IM this morning. And Alex Grakowski, Nation's Capital, is in lane 3. And there's your top seed, Braden Cape in Academy Bullets. He was 3:47.56. Matthew Wolfley, Nova, Virginia. He's second place this morning in lane 5. There he is, getting his helmet ready. Parker Van Olt's New Wave Swim Team in lane 6. He's a young one I know their coaches are very excited about. Joey Coleman in lane 7. He's from Nation's Capital. And Rochester Swim Club has Kai Joyner in lane number 8. We said he was the 15-year-old. 47.56 to 51.28 to be in this heat. Very strong start out there for Joey Coleman, Nation's Capital. He's in lane 7. And he is first at the 50, 23.83, followed by Alex Grakalski in lane 3, 24.10. Very nice smooth fly out there for Coleman, touching first 50.98. Grakalski is a 51.74, and Wolfley 51.96. Backstroke. These guys have just such beautiful catch. Look at that. It's almost like they're swimming in jello. They just grab the water and hold on to it. Beautiful to see right there in lane number 3. Alex Grakalski, 29.25 on that. Murphy was a 29.2 as well. And lane number 2, 28.8 was Braden Capon. He was our top seed, and certainly his backstroke is very strong. He's now moving into the lead. And over there in lane 8, you still got Kai Joyner. But Braden's in first. He went 27.9 to Joyner's 28.0. 149.0, 149.2. Lane number 3 is Grakalski, Nation's Capital. The all-telling breaststroke leg. Here's where it comes down. Capon looking very strong here. 31.4. Not bad. Wolfley, 30.5. Got enough pool left? I don't know. Can he make that up? Capon looking very strong here. 15 more meters of breaststroke as he's coming in. Definitely got the lead. Grakalski's next, maybe. Wolfley, look at that. Wolfley 30.9, but Capon 31.8. Good enough for a 1.6 second lead. 3:52.2 going into the last 100. This morning he was a 3:47.5. We said that record was a 3:42.6. That's not happening. But this is a heck of a swim for the young man from the Academy Bullets up in Illinois. He's still holding on to the lead. Here comes Matthew Wolfley. Wolfley went at 26.2 to his Capon's 26.9. He's making up a little bit, but Braden sure sees him. And oh man, it's going to come down to who wants to get there more, boys. Capon hanging on at the touch, and he gets it. 3:44.39 to 3:44.64. He's a happy boy. Yes. Yes, look over here at your coach. Tell him you love him. There he is. Look here. Yeah, right here. There he is. Congratulations, Bill. Nice job. Nice job. Love seeing these smiles in these guys. It's awesome, man. Great race. All right. Got through a couple there, and I got the big one for the boys. We're going into the 100-yard breaststroke race for the girls. So it'll go a lot quicker now. Got to be ready. The E final. Event number 13, E final. Lane 1, Alyssa Bilsma. Lane 2, Laura Roth. Lane 3, Tessa Hansen. 4, Hadley Penny. 5, Leah Rogi. 6, Marissa Locklear. 7, Jenny Baumgartner. And 8, Ella Loftus. The 15 and 16-year-old girls in the E final. Hadley Penny, the fastest of this 8. She went 104.36 swimming for the Marlins of Raleigh this morning. That's why she's in lane 4. Ella Loftus for an NCAP is 105.44 out in lane 8. So about a second, 1.1 separated the young ladies this morning. Anybody can do that tonight. Look at lane 1. Alyssa, 29.14 on the way out. Second place in lane 8, 29.9 for Ella. So we got some outside smokers, especially down here at the bottom of the screen. Already through the 75-yard turn. Alyssa Bilsma looking very strong for the Hinsdale Swim Club. She's saying, yeah, let's go. Let's get to that wall. But here comes 7. Oh, yeah, Alyssa gets it, 103.29. Jenny Baumgartner, great finish, 33.5 on her second 50. 103.51. Everybody's dropping. Yeah, big swims tonight, girls. All right. There's the times. Heat number 2, the D finals up next. Morgan Thompson, Aquajets in 1. Peyton Garn, Atlantis in 2. Alicia Budasek, NASA Wildcat in 3. Mia Morakna, Atlanta Swimming in 4. Molly Gonzalez, Academy, is in lane 5. In lane 6, Kate Shannon from New Wave Swim Team. Vanya Gojakovic, NASA Wildcat in 7. And Catherine Dorsey, Blazing Barracudas in lane number 8. Molly Gonzalez, 29.42 out of lane 5. Academy Bullets, very close heat. Molly looking strong, though. She got pretty pumped up, I guess. She just saw Braden, win his big race, and she said, man, let's keep it going. But there's some other girls in this heat have a few things to say, most notably Kate Shannon from New Open lane 2. No, it is Kate Shannon. Kate Shannon from New Wave with the great finish comes home in a 33.4, 103.15. She's all smiles. Way to go. Gotta love that. Gets the W. Moving on to the C final. Lane number 1, Angela Kadori, Rockville. Lane 2, Odette Brown, Team Greenville, Suburban Seahawks. Madison Suchecki in lane 3. Long Island Aquatic has Keira Patan in lane 4. Abby Moore, Academy Bullets in 5. Nation Capital has a pair in 6 and 7. Gabby Hoyer and Catherine Boo. And Fiona Sanjaya, Rockville Montgomery, in lane number 8. All right. Boy, it's a pick'em here at the 50. Slight lead for Abby Moore from Academy. She's 29.42. Top 5 girls all within 4 tenths. So it's going to be on this turn. Might still be Abby. We'll see coming out. Lane 6 is Gabby Hoyer, Nation's Capital. Lane 2, Odette Brown. Oh, it's Gabby and then Odette. 102.71, 102.72. That's as tight as it gets, girls. All right. Very nice. There's everybody's time from the heat. Good to see. Now the B final. Mallory Ferguson, Council Bluffs in lane 1. Annika Curran, Madison Aquatic in lane 2. Ruby Esparza, Academy Bullets in 3. Kate Paulowski, Edina Swim Club in lane 4. Nova has Abigail Bonham in 5. Ava Lawrence, TNT Swimming in 6. New Trier has Riley McNeil in 7. And Olivia Camp from Atlantis in lane 8. 102.28 to 102.96 this morning for these ladies. Some strong swimming. First at the 50, TNT 28.92 for Ava Lawrence. Annika in lane 2, 28.99. Oh, yeah. Very strong out in lane number 6, Ava Lawrence. She's going to get there. It's close. And she does touch first. 101.87. Fast swims all the way across. Looks like everybody getting a little bit better. Gotta love that one. Here you go. There's the results. And there's the bass music. Boom, boom, boom. Let's bring in the next heat of championship finalists. Oh, yeah. Seeing a few smiles coming down. Leading the way, Audrey DeRoss, Marlins of Raleigh. She's setting the tempo in that black robe, heading down to lane number 8. First up here in lane number 1, dropping off her sweats is Emma Young, Nation's Capital. Lane 2, Lainey Alderman, H2 Oki. Lane 3, Maya McCarney from Nation's Capital. Lane 4, stretching on the block there, the 15-year-old Grace Koenig Song from NASA. Lane 5 is Bryce Winzenreed Excel. Lilla Wilbur from Nation's Capital, getting her suit already there, goggles on in lane 6. Next to her is Elizabeth Bryan from Machine Aquatics. And over in lane 8, as we said, Audrey DeRoss, Marlins of Raleigh, M-O-R. Okay, so the heat is set. The record 58.65 set 3 years ago. Elmbrook's Lucy Thomas, 58.6. I remember that race. So it'd be a nice drop for any of these girls. I'm sure they're thinking, man, I'd just like to see 59.99. Give me a 5 anything. The 15-year-old in the center of the pool and the 15-year-old in lane 2. That's Grace in lane 4, Laney in lane 2. Grace with the lead, 28.33. Bryce is second, 28.5, and Lilla third, 28.9. Grace looking very strong coming out of that third turn. Looks like she's going to control this all the way to the finish. 58, 59, 1:00.28. So close. But a great swim nonetheless to grab the gold. Bryce with the second, 1:00.95. Oh, yeah. She's young. She'll get to 59. Don't you worry. We believe. We've got to believe. So that'll move us over to the men's 100-yard breaststroke. The 15-16 E final up first. Gabrielle Palinkovic in 1. Hugh Worgan 2. Reed O'Connell in 3. Teddy O'Donnell in 4. Charlie Harrington 5. Jordan Coe in 6. Carter Watts in lane 7. And Connor O'Neill in lane number 8. 56.58, Teddy O'Donnell, NASA this morning in lane 4. Connor O'Neill out in lane number 8 was a 57.38 this morning to earn the last spot in this heat. Center of the pool, pretty close battle right there, touching first barely. Teddy with a 26.22. Right here in lane 1, 26.31 for Gabe. But they're all right there. There's who wants this second half. Still looking strong for Teddy O'Donnell. Teddy from the Wildcat, NASA. But look at this field, tighten up. Look, lane 5's Nova, that's Charlie. But at the touch, it is Teddy O'Donnell. 56.26, Charlie Harrington, 56.29, and Hugh Work in 56.30. That's some great E-heat swimming, boys. There you go. Which will get us to the second heat, the D final. Lane number 1, Edward Johnson, Nova of Virginia. Andrew Koick, Long Island in 2. Nova also has Ben Franks in 3. Chase Robb, Nation's Capital, is in lane 4. Ben Hines of the Webster Bluefins, all the way up in Niagara. Ben's in lane 5. 6 is Jonathan Lombardo. He's from Rockville, Montgomery. New Trier has a 15-year-older in here. Tyler Zhang, he's in lane 7. And Charlie Camplin's back already. The Marlins of Raleigh. And we do these with, there's no awards till right before the relays. These guys are coming back on very limited rest. Look at this field. Ben Hines, 25.97 with a slight lead. Ben Franks in lane 3 now. Battle of the Bends. Hines in 5. Franks in 3. And maybe lane 8. Charlie, us 2. Andrew Koick. Long Island, 29.4 on the back half, of course. Fastest back half. That gives him the win, 55.95. Very nice. Very nice.
Let's go, Baylor!
So, we'll move on to the C final, our third heat of this event. Shorewood Swim Club out of Wisconsin is providing Padraic Donnelly right here in lane number 1 in the white cap. J.D. Chen of Nova is in lane 2. Alex Wood, Nation's Capital, lane 3. Charlie McQuiston, Atlantis, is in 4. Alex Carroll, Marlins of Raleigh, in 5. Ole Swimming has Baylor Perkins in 6. Swim RVA, Jack Klippinger in 7. And Jake Rowley, Nation Swim Club, in lane number 8. Charlie Costins. It says Atlantis Swimming, so I'm not sure for Charlie, but he's got the lead, 25.86. He is very strong at the 75. Just to his outside, Alex Carroll, Marlins of Raleigh. But in the center of the pool, that is Charlie McQuiston. Atlanta Swimming, his time 55-55. Getting it done, second to Alex Carroll. The Marlin 55-96. There you go. Just ahead of Donnelly. All right. That's going to get us to the B final. Here we go. Will Larkin, Waukesha. In lane 1, Grant Golembuski, Nation's Capital. In 2, Nova has Joe Warnagiris. In 3, Devin Bone from NASA. In lane 4, Eric Kohler, Nation's Capital. In 5, NASA has Jared Goldstein. In 6, Pava Panthers. In lane 7, Paris Garvin. And Machine Aquatics has Nikita Kresen in lane number 8. Devin was the fastest, 54.62 this morning, 55.79 Nikita did out in lane 8. Lane 1's very strong, but it's Eric Kohler in 5, 25.70, Devin 25.76, and Will Larkin in 3, 25.78. Top 3 boys all with that 25.7. Very strong now, coming into the wall. It's going to be Eric Kohler, Nation's Capital. He comes home in a 29.16 to take it in a 54.86. Yeah, Eric, he's pumped. Yeah, see, I knew I could get that. I knew I could do that. Got under that 55. Heck yeah, you did, man. And you got the victory. Very nice race, all you young men. As we bring out the championship finalists. Here they come, 100 breaststrokers. I always like to kind of study their faces when they walk by here. It's interesting, very interesting. You had young Parker Van Oltz from New Wave leading the way out there. Here's the first swimmer in lane 1, Ken White, Nation's Capital. Oh, yeah. Lane 2, Matthew Wolfley. Don't need any rest, do you, Matthew? Nova. Luke Dion. Lane 3, Nation's Capital. Hornet age group top qualifier, Matt Vitez. He went at 53.56. That's why he's in lane 4. Noah Chen, NASA. He's in lane 5. There he is. See him stretching out. Ian Disaway, the Fast Falcons from up in Ocala. He's in 6. Joey Coleman back again, too. Nation's Capital in 7. Oh, yeah. And Parker Van Oltz, New Wave swim team out of North Carolina, in lane number 8. $100 yards of breaststroke. Meet record, none other than the great Andrew Seliskar. Remember that guy? Back in 2015 on this exact day, the 18th of March, he went 51.78. That'd be a heck of a drop for any of these guys. Out first is Noah Chen. He's 24.76. Very close with Matt Vitev in 4, Noah Chen in 5. Those are your guys, Matt and Noah, but look at Ian over there. but it's going to be Matt Betev. He is 53.29. 53.29, came home in a 28.3. Very nice. Getting that W. There's championship finalist times. And that should bring us to our final individual event for the women this evening, the 200-yard butterfly. Then we got the men's backstroke. We'll take a break for some awards, and we have 3 heats of the 200 free relay for the ladies and the 800 free relay for the men. Lots of fun to come. Starting with this heat right here. 200 yards of butterfly. The E final. You see the names. And they are in the water. Lucianne Hefner in 1, Marlins of Raleigh, Lexi Morrison, Nation's Capital in 2. Ozaki has Olivia Meyer in 3, Karina Dye, Long Island in 4. Claire Herfel, she's back from the Northern Kentucky Clippers in lane 5. Nora Seraphin, FMC in 6. Chandler Daigle, New Wave in 7, and Caroline Whitney, Suburban in lane 8. And it is Chandler Daigle, 27.02, who's first. Karina right behind her to 27.26 in the center of the pool. Chandler in lane 7. The youngster, 15 from New Wave. Now in the center of the pool, Karina taking control, Long Island. She goes a 30.1 to give her a 57.45 at that halfway mark. This 200 butterfly, one of the more challenging events, always on our schedule. That's why we see Long Island always coming out that time. Karina, 32.3, 129.8 at the 150. She's got a very nice swim. You see all her teammates. Come on, Karina, you can do it. All the girls, they're all the teams. That's why it's such a great meet here at the Big House at the Rosen Aquatic Center on International Drive. A great facility that we enjoy here. And Karina does take it. 2:02.71. Very nice swim for her. Oh, yeah, glad to have that one over, aren't you? She's like, yes, it feels so good to just be finished. Especially with a W. Nice 2-second drop. Gotta love that. So the D final. Lane number 1, Annika Kai, Rockville, Montgomery. Lane 2, Charlotte Koner, Long Island Aquatic Club. Lane 3, June Gospodarek, New Wave. Rockville, Montgomery has Angela Kaduri in 4, Lucy Wagner, Nova in 5, Maddie Bynum, Nova in 6, Margaret Litzau, New Trier in 7, and Caroline Bryan, Grosse Pointe Gators in lane number 8. 8 lengths of the pool butterfly. Record is held by a Long Island Aquatic Club 200 butterfly swimmer of note. Remember Tess Howley. Tess O'Howley. Tess went 152.88 back in 2022. Leading this heat, Maddie Bynum from Nova, 27.05. Maddie's in lane 6. Coming around, lane 8 looking strong. That's Caroline Bryan from the Grosse Pointe Gators. Maddie and Caroline still 1-2. Down the bottom of your screen is Annika Kai. She's from Rockville, and She's 58.3 in third place currently. Oh, yeah. All these girls this morning were between 2:03.7 and 2:04.5. And with 50 to go, Maddie's at 1:29.29, putting in a 31.6 right there. Caroline Bryant, lane 8. She was in second, went a 32.0. And here they come down the stretch. Maddie gonna hang on. Here they come, and at the touch, it is Maddie Bynum, 2:01.61. Second to Angela Kadori, Rockville, 2:02.19, and third to Lucy Wagner, 2:02.29. There you go. Some very, very fine 200 butterfly swims. Nice drops from your morning times, girls. So we move on. Heat number 3, the C final. Lydia Cameron, Adina. Alexa Morgan, Nation's Capital. Vanessa Alvarado, NASA Wildcat. Lane 4 is McKinley Cushman, Nation's Capital. 5, Emily Schneider, Team Greenville Academy Bullets, has Kaylee Dela Cruz over in 6. Lane 7 is Ella Zobiak, and she's swimming unattached, but Sophie Fredericks from Arlington Aquatics in lane number 8. Looking strong in lane 2 and lane 6, and that is Alexa in 2, 26.4. Next to her in 1, Lydia is 26.6. 26.8 for Kaylee out in lane 6. Still strong at the bottom of the screen. Lydia in 1, Alexa in 2. Kaylee over there in 6. Lydia Cameron with the lead, 57.0. Had the fastest second 50 at 30.48. Put a couple more of those together. Can be right where you want to be. This morning, Lydia was a 2:03.67. And this morning over there, Kaylee was a 2:03.21. Girls in the center coming on strong now. Lydia barely hanging on with a 32.3. You got 31.2, 31.4 out of McKinley and Vanessa. Vanessa currently in second, trying to make that move pass, but very strong for McKinley Cushman. What a finish she's going through in lane 4. Look at lane number 8, Sophie Fritz. She went a 31.3, and now on her last 50, the Arlington Gator sneaks this one from everybody. 2:01.46. She goes a 31.46. Way to go, Sophie. Outside smoker. She was looking at the warm-up girl. Okay, it's a little tired. She's like, I don't know. I guess I won that from the outside. Yeah, you did. That was a great swim. Congratulations. There's everybody's time. And up next will be heat number 4, the B final. Lane 1, Marlins of Raleigh, Hannah Wooten. Lane 2, Ariana Aldegood, Nation's Capital. Nova has Olivia Wenner in 3. Caitlin Colasar, Suburban Seahawks. In the center of the pool, lane 4 with that white cap, SSC, Siggy Nimo Aquajets in 5. Kara McDonald, Long Island in 6. Fegan Kaminsky, Jupiter Dragons in 7. And Elmbrook has Caroline Wanazek, in lane 8. Caitlin swimming for Coach Charlie, went a 2:01.26 this morning. Caroline out in lane 8. Swimming for Coach Brett, went a 2:02.59. So all these girls are within 1.3 seconds this morning. And your fastest 50 girl, Siggy from Aqua Jets, went a 26.6. So did Fegan. She was 26.67 right behind her. Out in lane number 7. She's got that good South Florida tan working for her. We see Fegan quite a bit in Palm Beach County. Siggy and Fegan now very close. Siggy 56.87, Fegan 56.93. Nobody in this heat was under 2 minutes this morning. I'm sure a couple of them are thinking about it right now. If I can just finish this race, looking very strong on these two young ladies, Aqua Jets and Jupiter Dragon. Still 1-2, Siggy, then Fegan. 127.4 and 127.6, so even a 31 flat, and you're well under at 158. These girls don't look like they just want to barely get under, man. They're going to crush it. Nice last turn for Fegan. Coming very strong down the stretch. Siggy's tough, but not tough enough. Fegan Kaminsky, 158.53, 30.8 on the end, 58.96 for Siggy. There's a couple of great swims in the first two under 2 minutes we've seen here tonight. She's happy and smiling. Okay, come on, Fegan. It's got to smile. You got to love that. All right. Everyone's times as we get to the championship finalists now. That might be what she was thinking. Like, man, if I had done that this morning, I'd be walking out here right now. Well, I like to see this crew coming out. Oh, Arlington Gator getting some high 10 from her coach. Yeah, that's leading the way. Mary Frances Hermanchuk, the 18-year-old in her last NCSA championship. But here, Ariana Nikolai in lane number 1, Academy Bullets in her final at an 18-year-old. Abby Chan's only 16 from Huntsville. Roy saw her win that 50 last night. And then Excel Aquatics has Zara Kosak. She's in lane 3. Fastest swimmer this morning was Emma Signa. She went 156.61. You see it there on your screen. There she is, getting her goggles locked in. Sadie Buckley, nation's capital, in lane number 5. Aubrey O'Mackey. She was Ole swimming. Only 16 years old. FMC has Lindsay Forball. Lane 7 and lane 8, we said, is Mary Frances, the Arlington Aquatic Club Gator. They've got some great swimmers. Many years, decades coming out of that program. Always one of the best teams here. And we are in clean. Everyone is off 8 lengths of the pool. We said Tess Halley has the record, 152.88. Man, that'd be quite a drop for any of these girls. That's the thing about having such a historic meet like this. Man, our meet records are off the charts. Very close here. Center of the pool. It is Zara Kosak from Excel, 26.0. Sadie Buckley, 26.11. Very close. Coming out of that turn, Buckley looking strong. What a nice wall. Girls in the center of the pool. Lanes 3 through 6, all in it. 55-3 to 55-8 for the first four girls. Zara's leading the way, but let's see who can finish. Man, lanes 3 and 4 at Zara and Emma. But here comes Sadie and Aubrey over on the far side. Very strong 50, 29-7 for Zara. She's sitting at 125.0, but right behind her at 5.5 is Emma Signa. Oh man, and look at Aubrey O'Mackey out from OLY making a move in lane 6. Very strong. She's moving up into the third, but this first place position still looks like it could be Zara, and it is at the touch. 155.49, second to Emma, 56.1, third to Aubrielle, 156.82. Look at those drops. Great swimming, girls. Very nice racing. Oh, yeah. Zara, yeah, she's a happy girl. All right. So that'll do it for the ladies, except for the 200 freestyle relay this evening. Can put the individual events in the books. And we'll look at the 100-yard backstroke for the men. 5 heats of that. We'll take an awards break and then do our relays. Event number 16, E final. 15 and 16-year-olds, or well, I should say 16 and under, because we do have a 14-year-old in this heat. In lane 1 is Kevin Chudgar, New Wave. Lane 2, Academy Bullets, Landrin Cruz. Lane 3, Michael Sabo, Hanover. Lane 4, Owen Miklos, Nova. Lane 5 is our 14-year-old from New Trier up in Illinois, Lou Chorbatsky. Peter Kovacs, Indiana, is in 6, and look how tight we are. Peter is in the lead, 23.69, but only by hundreds. Matus Nunez Fuller, Nation's Capital, is in 7, and Hunter Kleinschmidt out in lane 8 has a shot at this one. Let's see who's going to get it home on this last 25. Maybe lane 6, Peter Kovacs. It is Kovacs, 49.46. Very nice swim across the board. Guys are happy. We saw Gavin in lane 1. He's like, yes, I got my 49. He dropped. Like, it's so much more fun to say I go 49 than 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys can do that now. Way to go, boys. The second final, D final, Michael Zhu, Nation's Capital in 1, Will Bridges, Team Greenville in 2, Colin Eliason, Hanover in 3, Madison has Brecken Curran in 4, Patrick O'Connor, Academy Bullets, you see him there, he's in lane 5, Brady and Julian, Nova in 6, Bulu Utufan, Old Dominion in 7, and Curtis Malone, City of Lafayette Aquatics, Cola, out in lane number 8. All right, 49.49 to 49.61. You're talking about 12 100ths of a second separating these young men this morning. But tonight, lane number 3, Colin Eliason separating himself early with a 23.21. First 50. 23.5. Next to him is Will Bridges. You got lane 7 is Bulu. He's got a strong one going out there as well. But this looks like all Colin. Wait, at the touch, maybe not. Oh, barely. Colin goes 48.69. Will Bridges, Team Greenville. What a finish. 25.2 coming home, 48.85. And Michael Zhu, 49.21. Way to get back, fellas. Lots of 49s there. Get us to the C final. Steeler Huwell from Waukesha is in heat number 1. Ronan Cornprops, Marlins in 2. Cody Watts, New Wave in 3. Pablo Pereja, he's from FNC in lane 4. Joe Widakit, Nation's Capital in 5. NASA has Evan Cornio in 6. David Davis. Marlins of Raleigh in 7, and Nation's Capital's Thomas Kalka in lane 8. 49-20 to 49-49. Less than 3/10 separating the youngsters this morning. And at the turn, slight lead for Pablo. 23-33, lane 4. Grabbing that water, getting incredible shoulder roll, that's for sure. Coming on up, trying to hang on. Joe Widakit in 5. Look over in 7 is David Davis. Joe Widakit takes it. 48-66, Pablo 48-78, Davis 48-87. Widakit. Oh yeah, he's a happy boy. He likes touching first. 48-6, I'll take that. Heck yeah. B final up next. Lane 1, Guillermo Ancheta, Rockville, Montgomery. Kai Joyner, Rochester in 2. Matthew Karasek, Palatine Park District in 3. Yuri Plaskin, Rise Aquatic in 4. Jack Murphy, Academy Bullets in 5. Velazar Filipov, NASA in 6. New Wave has Ethan Holloway in 7. And Max Garbax, Madison Aquatic Club in lane 8. All right, 100 backstroke, 48.05 to 49.15 this morning. Pretty strong field for a B final. Center of the pool, slight lead for Yuri Plaskin. He's 23-31. I mean, entire field's 23-6 or better, so they're all right there. And coming off that last wall, Yuri in lane 4, Kai in lane 2, but it is going to be Yuri. He touches first, 48-21. Second to Kai Joyner, 48-68. Max out in lane 8. 48.75, and Ethan Holloway grabs the 4th from lane 7. 25.2 on the way home, not bad. 48.90. Some very good swims. Like you say, you love seeing that 48 light up. Everybody in this next group saw it light up this morning. They're looking more for maybe some 46s. I mean, we have 7s and 8s all morning. Cruising out. These are our top 8 finalists. Heading out. Yeah, the Rockville boys giving a little love. That's Charlie Begin. And he's going to begin this heat. Lane number 1. Lane 2, Aiden Terrazas. He's from Ozaki. He's in lane 2. Luke Vatev. Hornet, age group, lane 3. Elliot Renovine, Atlantis, is in lane 4. Griffin Oler in lane number 5 for Rockville. Suburban's Grant Fleming. There he is, SSC in lane 6. Braden Capon saw that great IM win. He's Academy Bullets, lane 7. And Nova has Joe Warnagaris. Warnagaris in lane number 8. 47.67 for Elliott. Joe had a 48.75, so 1.2 seconds separated the field this morning. The record from 2019, Mason Mako's Anthony Grimm, 45.60. That was a heck of a record. Remember that race. 2019. Life was a little different then. A lot of different backstroke starts. You see some with the head back, some come straight up, straight back. But the important thing is what you do once you hit that water. And the young man in lane 3, Luke Vatev, has been showing us that for years here. He knows what to do. His tempo is up. He's got the white cap. He's in lane 3. He is cranking. First 50, 22.20. Elliott's 22.79 next to him. But Luke said, hey, man, come on, let's get after this thing. Why not me? Why not now? I said that record was a fast one, 45.60, but we know Luke is as well. I don't think he's quite that fast today. 45, yep, just missed it. 46.43. What a heck of a swim to take the gold medal. Dropped over a second from this morning. Second place to Elliott, 47.2. Yeah, that's a serious swim for the young man. From the Hornet Age Group Swim Club up in Illinois. Yep, not bad. Not bad. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we are in our break time. We're going to take a short time where I'm going to turn it over to our public address announcer, and Mike's going to do some awards. We'll be back for the 200 freestyle and 800 freestyle relays for women, and then 800 for the men. 200 sprint for the girls, 200s for the guys. We'll have some fun with that. Stay tuned.
Madeline Biegler. The bronze to Long Island Aquatics, Vivian Zangaro. The silver to Academy Bullets, Paige Kowal. And number one, the big points, 32 of them goes to Nation's Capital, getting the gold, Sadie Buckley. And ladies at the starting blocks, take a look at me over here at the announcer stand. Look at me. Now look at the camera right there and say hello to the folks at home. Give them a wave and let them know you're here. I love it. Getting ready now, the gentlemen. And here we go now. The 400 individual medley, our medal winners. Jack Murphy at block number 8, or in 8th place. Academy Bullets, he is taking block number 8. Max Garbax in 7th for Madison Aquatic Club. New Wave in 6th place. Parker Van Olst, Nation's Capital. Joey Coleman in 5th. 4th place goes to Rochester Swim Club. Kai Joyner. The bronze to Nation's Capital, Alex Kracholski. The silver to Nova of Virginia, Matthew Wolf. And the gold, the top points, 32 Academy Bullets, Braden Capon. And smiling for the cameras from the swimmer side, gentlemen, turn around and give a wave to the camera to the folks at home. It's okay, you can do one more picture. I love it. And again, gentlemen, wave to the camera before you leave. Let the folks at home see your smiling face. And the ladies 100 breaststroke now taking the award stand. In 8th place, H2 Aquatics, Lainey Alderman. 7th place goes to Audrey Darris of Marlins of Raleigh. 6th place, Machine Aquatics, Elizabeth Bryan. In 5th place, Nation's Capital, Emma Young. 4th place, Lila Wilbur of Nation's Capital. The bronze to Nation's Capital, Maya McCartney. The silver to Excel Aquatics, Bryce Winsenreed. And number one, NASA Wildcats getting 32 points, Grace Koenigsson. And the gentlemen's 100 breaststroke now our focus. And here we go now. Ken White leading the conga line out on the award stand. Our starting blocks, Ken White, Nation's Capital getting 8th place. Parker Van Olst in 7th place. New Wave, Nation's Capital, Joey Coleman in 6th. Luke Dion in 5th, Nation's Capital. 4th is Matthew Wolf of Nova of Virginia. The bronze going to Ian DeSosway of the Fast Falcons Ocala. In 2nd, the silver, Noah Chen, NASA Wildcats. And number 1, Hornet Age Group Swim Club, 32 points goes to them, Matt Vadev, taking the big win and the gold. And again, gentlemen, smile to the camera. Behind you at the referee station, let the folks at home see you. And bringing out the ladies now. The 200 butterfly, taking 8th place, Arlington Aquatic Club, Mary Frances Hakmonica. In 7th, Ariana Nakula of Academy Bullets, Lindsay Forbaugh. In 6th place, FMC, Huntsville, Abby Chan. In 5th place, 4th place goes to Nation's Capital, Sadie Buckley. The bronze to Ole Swimming, Aubrey McKay. The silver to nation's capital, Emma Signa. And number 1, the gold, 32 points, Excel Aquatics, Zara Kozak. And our final focus for the awards before we get into relays, the Gentleman 100 Backstroke. In 8th place, Nova of Virginia, Joe Warnagaris. 7th place goes to Academy Bullets, Braden Capon. In 6th place, Rockville, Montgomery, Charlie Began. 5th is Aiden Terrazas of Ozaki Aquatics. In 4th, Griffin Oler of Rockville, Montgomery. The bronze going to Grant Fleming, Suburban Seahawks. The silver to Atlanta Swimming, Elliot Renoven. And in number 1, the gold Hornet Age Group Swimming, Luke Vadev, posting in with a 46.43 to take the big points, 32 to Hornet Age Group. And that is going to do it for individual awards. We have relays coming up next. Unfinished business from this morning.
Okay, it's just about that time. Relay time. You see the list of Heat 1. There's going to be 3 heats of Event 17, the final 3 heats of the girls 200 freestyle relay. This is a timed final event this morning. Your top 3 teams going into the finals this evening. Nova B team win a 135.02. Academy Bullets B team win a 134.89. And your lead team coming into tonight, Abby Chan, Jenny Baumgartner, Fiona Scully, and Tatum Scully. The girls from Huntsville Swim Association swam a 134.61 for Coach Matt. They are leading the way going into tonight's 3-heat final. 7 heats total. We have the last 3 right now. So the girls in heat number 1, you see, I do have names this evening, which is a wonderful thing. We've got the best officials here at the National Club Swimming Association. Our officiating team making sure we cover all the bases. Since we've got a little bit of time and this meets, the relay is going to go so fast. I'll tell you who's going to be representing these teams on your screen. The Marlins of Raleigh in lane 1 are going to be Victoria Buffum, Madison Schmitz, Hannah Wooten, and Elle Vanderwall. In lane 2, the Blazing Barracudas out of Ohio. Josephine Pilliang is going to lead off. Then Catherine Dorsey, Chloe Gustin, Charlotte Douchier will do the anchor. Arlington in lane 3, Kate Douglas, Sophie Fredericks, Audrey Hayward, and Mary Frances Hermansick. Lane 4, Hinsdale, Alyssa Bilsman, Lilia Barber, Claire Crimmins, Lexi Goldstone. 5 is Excel, Mary Ellen Lewis, Trevi Ferranti, Celia Francis, Zara Kosak. Rise is in lane 6. Claire Conklin leading off in lane 6, followed by Haley Purcell, Sienna Wilson, and Lauren Tableman. Hinsdale B in 7, Layla Migueli, Olivia Chavez, Mav Ryan, and Anna Westberg. And in lane 8, that's Team Greenville, Odette Brown in the water leading them off. Then it's Emily Schneider, Millie Connor, and Emily Hertz. Fastest leadoff coming out of lane number 6, that's Claire Conklin from Hinsdale. She goes at 23:39. Tough reading that board sometimes, trying to do it quickly. I thought she was a lot faster. 23:3 led the heat for Rise, but now the center of the pool, it looks like lane 4 and lane 5, those middle heats, Lily Barba and Trevi Ferranti had great splits. 23:17 for Lilia and 23:4 for Trevi. That gave way to the girls now in the center. The third leg, getting anchor legs, getting ready to go off. Got lane 1 still cranking. That's the Marlins of Raleigh. What a 23:80 on their third leg. 23:5 added Claire from Hinsdale. Hannah Wooten had that 23:8. But coming down here to the end now, who's got it? Who wants it the most? Looks like lane number 4. That's the Hinsdale team with Lexi Goldstone on the end, and Lexi splits a 23:20 to give them the victory, 133.85 in this first heat. So Hinsdale will lead the way with 2 heats to go. Coming up, heat number 2. Nation's Capital B team in 1. Emma Signer, New Trier, has Sylvia DeLuca in 2. Rowan Rossi Wida for Waukesha in 3. Leah Nebraska leads off in 4 for New Albany. NASA's going with Vanya Gojakovic in 5. Una Diaz will lead off in lane 6 for Long Island B. Aubrey O'Mackey, she's leading off for Ole Swimming in 7, and Gabriel Day in lane number 8. Those are your leadoff swimmers. It's only a 50. I'll go through quickly lanes 1 through 8. Who's going to be going second in order? Kiltree, Roji, Joel, Dutton, Koenig, Song, Hayes, Robertson, and Nishiandes are your second swimmers getting ready. But coming out of here in the center of the pool, probably it's Leah, Nebraska, lane 4, maybe lane 2, and it is Sylvia in lane 2, 23-10 to give New Trier the slightest of leads. She gave way to Leah Roji, who's in lane 2 currently. The next girls going third are going to be Morgan, Vender, Antonuski, Darty, Music, Lynn, Dunfield, and Kai. And look at lane number 5, 22.55 for Grace Koenig Song. Grace 22.55 put them in a huge lead for the NASA Wildcat A-team. She gave way to Olivia Music now, but look at lane 2's Ryan Vender. Vender split a 23.08 to give them the slightest of leads in this heat. But looking at the final now, back in lane number 5, that's Sophia Freistedt. She is cranking as well all the way across, and they're going to take it. The Wildcats with a 22.85 on the end, 132.17. Very close. Look at those times. What a great relay race. All the way down 22.7, 22.8 on the end of Ole at 22.8 for Megan Bloomfield. Man, that's racing. All right, 132.17 going into this final heat. Leading off the way, FMC has Nicole Sun in 1, Bobby Simmons in 2 for Aquajets, Bryn Sundell in 3, Adeline Bigler, Adina in 4, Sarah Luca, Long Island in 5, Ariana Nikula, Academy in 6, Alyssa Sagal, Nation's Capital in 7. And over in lane 8, that's Lane Francis, Nova, Virginia A. So they're going to be giving way to the second swimmers. 1 through 8 will be Juris, Nemo, Garlock, Pawlowski, Dye, Kowal, Buckley, and Bynum going into the water next. Way up there in lane 8, that's Lane Francis. And look at lane 4. Touching first was Adeline Bigler. She went in 23.45. I'm sorry, 52.53. That's more like it. 22.75 was Lane Francis on the outside. So a couple of 22s, Adeline and Lane. Now lane 7, look at that, end cap. 22.95 on their second swimmer, Sadie Buckley, to give them the slight lead at the halfway mark. Pensing, Thompson, Miller, Lamont, Zangaro, Cruz, Young, and Eubank in the water. Anchor legs on the blocks, Rainier, Wilkie, Curran, McCarthy, Lucas, Stravopoulos, Corey, and Jones. And look at that end cap, 22.82 for Emma Young out there. Wow, these guys have the slightest of leads, but here comes lane number 4 with Libby McCarthy on the end. And yet it's going to be lane number 7, I think it is. Nation's Capital with a 23.04 out of Mackenzie Corey win the event with a 131.93, just 4 100s. You had a 22.74 on the end of Long Island for Tess. Julia had a 22.80 on the end of Edina. Well, there's the girls' relay. Elmbrook's 129.43 record holds another year. That's Thomas, Wanazek, Stoll, and Wanazek. One of them still here. Hey, now it's time for the men's 800 freestyle relay. There'll be 3 heats. Heat number 1, Palatine Park District in 1 has Oliver Rupnewski. Lane 2, Marlins of Raleigh has David Davis in the leadoff spot. Rochester, Bennett Krukenberg. in lane 3. Drew Bedsole getting the duties for Huntsville in lane 4. Nick Durcha is in lane 5 for New Trier. Lane 6, Rockville Montgomery B. Cooper Zach or Kemney. Ole Swimming A is in 7. Benjamin Leginski. And out in lane number 8, that's William DeMocus Murphy, St. Andrews Aquatics. And Murphy with the lead, 22-7-4. Very close with Huntsville and Ole. So you got Leginski right next to Murphy out there on the outside. Down here in the middle, you got Bedsole in 4. And over in 5, that's Nick Durcha. Ole taking over the lead with Benjamin Leginski. He's 47-11 to Murphy's 47-34.
Mike, give me some love.
Okay. Guys are getting it going right now. Looking very strong for that Ole team in the early part of the race. It's Leginski and then it's Murphy, 1:12.0 and 1:12.9. So with a 50 to go, those boys are 24.9 and 25.6. Let's see if they get home. Leginski having a great race for what the Ole Swimming 800 team. Boom, he goes a 1:37.43 and a best time out of Murphy, 1:39.63. That's what those Scots were looking for. They needed that baby. All right, in the water now. Second swimmers across the board. You see over there for Ole, that's Taylor Murphy. I'm sorry, Will Blakely is swimming for Ole, and Jared Burke for St. Andrews, 22.5 on Burke. Holy cow, may have been a little quick on that one. We'll see. Oh, man. Burke now, you got Burke in 8, and you got Blakely in 7. And Burke taking over the slight lead. He throws down. Okay, a 25.18 on the outside. That means he's out at a 47.6. The rest of the second swimmers include Alex Ivanov, 1, Brady Shermer, 2, Eli Holmes, 3, Brody Tinadel, 4, Lubo Luchukabowski in 5, and Taylor Murphy in 6. But look at this great race out there. Both boys just went a 25.9 on their third 50, and only a 1/10 of a second separating St. Andrews and the Ole swim team, the old Oakland Live Wires. That's where the Oles came from. And he's Benjamin. Oh, no, this is Blakely. Blakely now fighting his way back, giving his teammates a slight lead, 3:19.22 to 3:19.65. Outstanding. I think Burke almost broke a 140. He goes a 140.03. Oh, man. These guys are having a swim out there, Coach. In the water now for the Scots. That's lane 8. That's we call him Surfiel Santiago. And next to him is Ethan McKendry representing Ole. And then lanes 1 through 6 are Gutt, Wooten, Leisure, Johnson, Sears, and Biddle. But the race is in lane 8 and lane 7. Now 25.4 for Surf's second 50. St. Andrews taking about a 1 second lead. But we know those Ole guys, they back half everything. I've got a feeling that we haven't seen the last of them, but young Surf is doing a great job out in lane number 8 for the St. Andrews Scots. He goes a 26.6 on his third 50, and Ole 27.3. Over here in lane number 4, very strong leg being put in by Wesley Johnson out of Huntsville. But this is still on the far side. Here comes St. Andrews at the touch. They are 5:02.03, giving way to Connor Brindley, the backstroker. So Surf, the young boy, he puts in a 1:42.00 on the third leg for the Scots. And we'll see what Brindley can do. Can he bring him home? He's out fast. He's at 22.88. Oh, man. Connor, I hope you got the legs for this, brother. Because coming up, you got lane number 2. That's the Marlins of Raleigh's Devin Locklear. He's looking serious. 1 is Matthew Karasek. Kai Joyner in 3. Chase Young in 4. Charlie Sears is in 5. Ethan McCurdy in 6. Liam Condon in 7, looking pretty strong. Liam just threw down a 25.6. 25.0 for Devin Locklear on his second lane. 26.12 is what Brindley did on the outside there. So they're definitely making up some ground. You know the young man from Boca Raton is feeling it. He's still got a lead with 50 to go. He throws down a 26.56, 26.0, 26.6, 26.9 around the board. Are these guys going to be able to get him? I don't know, but I'm thinking not. It's going to be close. Connor showing the Eagle Scout way. He's not going to give it up today, fellas. St. Andrews with the victory, 6:44.29. Oh, a 1:42.2 for Connor on the end. Those boys have to be happy with that victory. Coach Rahman and Coach Quinn may have something to celebrate tonight at the Coaches Social. Great swimming with Ole. They come in second. Look at that. 6:45.1. Those coaches are happy. Way to go, Coop. Nice racing, kid. All right. You think it was the final heat? We got 2 more heats to go. The big heats are still coming. Here we are. Heat number 2, Nova of Virginia. Lane 1 is Ryan Smith. Lane 2, Brody Carlson for Waukesha. Lane 3, Matt Vatev for Hornet age group. Lane 4 for Ozaki is Wyatt Ball. Lane 5, Joe Warnagiris leading off for Nova A-Team. Henry Anstein, those duties for Suburban. NASA Wildcat has Devin Bone leading off. And Teddy Chase for Hinsdale is in lane number 8. 8 lengths of the pool for each man. 22.5 for Matt Vatev in lane number 3. Been our winner here earlier tonight. We saw a victory. Very tough swimmer through the years. And very strong out there in lane number 6 is Henry Anstein, Suburban Swim Club Seahawks, swimming for Coach Charlie Kennedy. Charlie himself an All-American swimmer at Iowa back in the day when they were one of the best men's teams in the nation. Sad how some of those days have changed, but his Seahawks are doing a great job out there in lane 6. 24.3, 111.92 for Henry. And he is looking like he's going to give the lead to his teammate in lane 6. That's Tim Hanway. Already has locked in. You can see him. He's locked in on Henry. And away goes Tim. Henry 137.08. Outstanding leadoff leg. He had a 139.0 and a 139.1 and a 139.7 out of Ball, Vatev, and Carlson. And in the water now We told you that Tim Hanway has the lead. He's in lane 6. Hey, man, kiss the boys. That was good. That was so good. In lane 6. Lane 6 right now with the lead, but the rest of the field is Ben Franks in 2, Ryan Warner in 3, Milos Pavlovic in 4, Kyle O'Connor in 5, Josh Farnsworth in 5, Aiden Kaplan in 7, and Nicholas Cernavchuk in lane number 8. So that was a great relay leadoff for the Suburban Seahawks, and now Tim is hanging on, but next to him, Aiden Kaplan with a very strong swim for NASA Wildcats A team. He's throwing down some 25-2 right there, and he's definitely making up some very good ground. These boys have a good relay going in both lane 6 and 7. Very strong. These teams were all seated between 6:38 and 6:44, and there we go. Slight lead for Suburban, 3:17.66 to 3:17.76. So it's a 1:39 for Hanway, the way I figure it. Right? At 39.6 or so. Must have been 38 low or 37 high for Aiden Kaplan over there swimming for NASA. And right now, 23.0, 21.9 on that first 50. That's getting it out. In the water, that's Noah Chen in the lead for the Wildcats in lane 7. Lane number 6 is David Ivory. He's in 2nd. Cole Nelson in 5. They're in 3rd. All the way over in lane 8, that's Jonathan Farrow for Hinsdale. Lanes 1 through 4 is Jonathan Payne, Benjamin Witsotsky, Luke Conley, and Aiden Terrazas. But very strong Wildcat relay, 26-1 on that 50 for Noah Chen. And the Wildcats are getting it done out there. I think the anchor leg standing up, ready to go in. It's first going to be Evan Corneloo. He's in the water. And lane number 5 is next. That's Matthew Wolfley. He's giving chase. Jamie Brinsfield in between them for Suburban in lane 6. Over in 8, that's Jack Treadwell just getting in. 1 through 4 is Owen Miklos, Ryan Chen, Luke Vatev, and Grayson Rudick. Lane number 5 and lane number 6. But it's lane 7 with that lead. Wildcat 22-1 on that 50. Everybody else is 22-4, 5-6. Oh, man. Evan looking very, very strong. These guys were seated with a 6:43. They're going to crush that time. Oh, yeah. With 100 to go, they're at 5:45. They're going to go way under here. It's the Wildcats going to take over the lead. With 50 yards to go, they're turning it at 6:10. With another 25, they're going to be at 6:35. It's a very, very strong relay out there that should have a shot to make it to the top 8. With 8 teams remaining, they will be the top team going in. Come some strong finishes here. But it is 6:37, 27. Suburban second with a 6:39.89. Third going to Hornet, and they're at 6:40.80. And looks like fourth place, 41-38. So with one heat to go, that NASA team looking at their 6:37.27, sitting currently in first place. But 8 teams stepping up have something they want to say about it. And here they go. Leading the way for FMC in lane 1, Lachlan Gant will take the duties. Aquajets are in 2. Patrick Curran leading off. James Darcy leading lane 3, Long Island. Alex Gorkolski, Nation's Capital leader. He's going to go in 4. Braden Nagel, Academy Bullets, is in 5. Rockville Montgomery, Griffin Oler, lane 6. 7 is Ethan Holloway for New Wave, and Joey Coleman in 8 for Nation's Capital B team. Outside smoke in lane 1, Lachlan Gant, 22.15. Outside smokers, you got Joey Coleman on the far outside, end cap in here. You got Grakolski, lane 1 still with the lead though, Lachlan Gant. He's a 46.83. Center of the pool now. Nation's Capital's got it back with that 25-1 split on that third 50. Lachlan Bartholomew. In the water is Patrick Rodigan, Jamie Solt, Reed O'Connell. These are the guys on the blocks getting ready to dive in. Here we go. And he does. It's Bartholomew diving in from Gorkolski. Slight lead, 137.45, 138.0, 130. It's very close, very close. Top 3 teams. You got Nation's Capital in the center, Nation's Capital on the outside. Yaron Lee on the B team in lane 8. New Wave has Matos Rammel. He's in lane 7. Charlie Begin, lane 6. Those guys are in it. Look, and lane number 5, Braden Capon for Academy Bullets. We said Lachlan Bartholomew's in 4, Reed O'Connell in 3, Jamie Solt in 2, and Patrick Rodigan in lane 1. 24.9 out of both Rodigan and Solt on that 50. Anytime you're under 25, you go 24.7 out there for Yaron Lee. And he's got a great swim going for the B team. 25.0 on that 50. And he's getting it done. Yeah, Joey Coleman with the great leadoff for the B. And Yaron Lee said, hey, why not the B team? Why not us? This is an incredible second leg for Yaron. 3:14.64 with a 24.84 on the way home. Jeez, I did not see the 200 tie. I don't know what his split was, but it's pretty doggone fast. And that's just the B team. In the water now. For Nation's Capital B is Luke Dion. They gave him the lead out there and said, let's see, let's go. The guys over here in lanes 1 through 7, Matthew Ferguson, Benjamin Pye, Johnny Macco, Quinn Caputo, Dan Janadas, Trevor Donnelly, and Sam Marsteiner. So I think it's still looking very strong on the outside. Nation Capital, B team, Nation Capital, A team in the middle. They're in lane 4. B team sure seems to be the A, and they may have flipped them. I don't know, but right now they're sure swimming like the A. 26-3 on that 50 by Luke Dion. 26-2 for Trevor Donnelly. 25-5 was Giannitis Caputo. But here, hanging on, we'll see this last leg. Rafa Fontana gets the duties, and it's 4:54.34, so a 1:39 out there for Luke. In the water the rest of the way, the anchor legs are Jovan Migalovic for FMC in 1, Mika Davis in 2, 3 is Gavin Buckley, 4 Finn O'Shea, 5 is Jack Murphy, 6 Brig Barnett, 7 Drew Cito, and we said that's Rafa. He's out in the 22:48, 21:7. Is what Jack Murphy's out in lane 5. Jack's having a great meet, and he may be smelling these teams. There's still 100 yards to go. 25-5 for your leader out there. 24-7 and 24-5 for Murphy. So Murphy still made up a couple tenths. The fans are going crazy down there at the turn end. It looks like the B team's finally getting turned in by the A team. But the A team and the Academy Bullets in the center of the pool. That's a 25-0 for Finn O'Shea, the 15-year-old with a great third 50 on that A team, showing why his coaches put him in the lead. But here comes Jack Murphy. He's got the Academy Bullet fans all jacked up. Rafa hanging on, but it's going to be O'Shea at the touch. 6:33.68 with a 25-7 on the end. Yeah, that relay meant a lot to these guys. Look how close that is. 6:33.9. Wow. Yeah. Not quite the record. Still back in the Aqua Jets day last year. They did go 6:28.22 with Webb, Zoo, Plouffe, and Davis. But that's a heck of an A-B relay tonight. And a great swim by all the teams, but Academy Bullets. Very, very proud of all you 800 freestyle swimmers tonight. Great relay fun. We are going to do it again tomorrow. We have lots of events on the schedule starting 9 o'clock a.m. You can certainly catch the live stream. Can listen to our PA announcer, Mike, do his job. And you can follow us on our landing page. Look up our National Club Swimming Association. Get all the details you need. We are thrilled to be bringing this to you from the Big House. The Harris Rosen Championship Course, the Rosen Aquatic Center here in Orlando, Florida. International Drive, swimming excellence for more than a quarter century at the National Club Swimming Association Championships. Sid Cassidy signing off for tonight. Looking forward to seeing you on day 3 tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. Aloha.